Geometry. This is your topic 1 Foundations of Geometry review for your OST. So from topic 1, less than 1, measuring segments and angles, really not much specific stuff here. I just want to reemphasize that all of topic 1 was focused on vocab, right? All of topic 1. So, I'm going to cross this section off. You don't have to worry about this section necessarily, be it specifically on the state test. But again, all the vocab from it, segments, angles, all that naming stuff, you have to know that stuff, right? The basic building blocks from geometry. Okay, 1-2 on constructions. Yes, there will be at least 1 or 2 construction questions on there. You're not going to have to do the constructions, but a lot of times it is the steps. So there were 2 that were important. The one they have down here is for the angle bisector. So the steps for an angle bisector, the first step is you draw that across the angle. You get these 2 points. Then you keep the compass the same way. From this point here, you make it across the angle there. Actually, be that one, sorry. And then from this point, you make the identical arc, keeping the compass the same. You get that second point, and that creates the angle bisector going through. So these 2. The other important construction was a perpendicular bisector. And this seems to be the one that's always on there because of the steps in the construction. So let me just review that. So if you have a segment and you want its perpendicular bisector, remember the first step and the most important step is you have to open the compass more than halfway, greater than halfway across the angle or the segment. So if this is segment AB, you have to open up greater than AB. So again, if this were my compass, right, it'd have to be somewhere opened to here, right, past this middle point. And again, remember, you make arcs down here and up there. Then you put the compass, keep the setting the same. You put the compass over here. You make arcs down there and up there. And then you connect those. And that gives you your perpendicular bisector. Okay, but again, this idea, more than halfway. Next, we have midpoint distance. You may have to use the midpoint formula. This is not given to you on the state test, so you need to memorize that, right? It's just the average of the x's and the average of the y's. And then remember, sometimes there's those problems where they give you, say they give you A, and then they give you M, and they want to know where's B going to be. So remember, at that point, you use the slope, right? You count your rise and run, and you do it again, right? So instead of using the midpoint formula per se, we would just count the slope, rise and run. Here is the distance formula. It is on the formula sheet. So you don't have to memorize it. Again, I didn't teach you the distance formula. I said if you have 2 points and you're trying to find the distance between them, just make that right triangle, find your horizontal and vertical distances, and then just use Pythagorean theorem. Distance equals x squared plus y squared under a square root. Simple. Okay, next we have, so again, all this was all trying to build you into proof writing. So no, you don't need to memorize that stuff. 1-5 on conditional statements. Again, your theorems are written as conditionals. No. Again, 1-6 deductive reason. No. But then 1-7, of course, proof writing, right? There will be some proofs on the state test. They are fill-in proofs, though, right? Fill in. So a lot of times it's drag and drop. Think of them like puzzles, right? Use your context clues. So just like you are reading, right, trying to figure out what a word means, same thing. If you're trying to figure out what reason goes, make sure you look all around the proof, right? Look at the previous step, look in the next step, look at the picture, all that fun stuff. But again, these are just puzzles. Fill in the puzzle. Okay, so there is topic 1 in a nutshell.